Yo, what's up guys, Aker here. Today we talk about the voting that I had during this week. The voting was not really Call of Duty based or gaming based, so it was about drugs. What I asked you guys was, do you think that drugs should be legal? We got 36 votes. I think we got more votes than the last time, so that's a good thing. That's a good sign. That means that we're getting more people into this votings, and I think you guys like that. The reason why I did it about drugs is because drugs are important, like not important to me. They're just, you know, they affect my life. I had a time in my past where I did a lot of drugs. Right now I don't do drugs at all. I maybe drink once or twice, like every couple of weeks. But anyway, why I wanted to make this voting was because I wanted to know what you guys think about drugs, because, you know, I've informed myself a lot about drugs. Some things happened to me, and mostly they happened obviously because I took the drugs, but also because they were illegal. Because of that, I highly vote to legalize all drugs. I've read a lot about drugs, I've informed myself a lot about drugs, and I got to the point that I say that drugs should be legal. It would resolve a lot of problems. For example, we would not get all of these people who got into prison just because they have a joint or something. Those people are not doing anything bad. Wanting to be high, wanting to have an alternate consciousness is something that humanity has always wanted to do. It's stupid to make something illegal that actually can help as well. For example, LSD can help a lot of people in therapy that have depression, things like that. The most people who die because of illegal substances are dying because they don't get what they want. So let's say someone wants heroin. Heroin is not, like, it is bad obviously, but you don't literally die from heroin. But then there's like horse Viagra and heroin. Well, you think you buy heroin, but you get horse Viagra, and if you get a little bit too much of that, you're basically dead immediately. And there's another thing, for example, LSD. LSD is not deadly at all, so it doesn't matter how much you take, you cannot die. Well, you can technically die if you take like a huge dose, but that's like a 500 times bigger dose than normal, and you need to be pretty stupid if you do that. But for example, the PPO2 that is mostly sold as LSD because it's cheaper to produce is already deadly if you only have like twice of the normal dose, and people die because of that, but they think that they have LSD, so LSD is not deadly. Just a lot of illegal substances are not illegal because they are deadly or because they are harmful. I'm gonna put a picture right now that shows how harmful actually alcohol is. Alcohol is the worst drug out there. It kills the most people, it makes the most damage to people. I will just blend in this new diagram that was made from scientists. They made studies, they know what they're talking about. The only reason why I drink right now is because I don't want to have that problem to want to have, let's say, MDMA, and in the end I get MDDA or MAD. You know, there are just a lot of things that are similar to MDMA, but they are a lot more harmful. And this is one of the reasons why I don't take illegal substances, because I don't know what is gonna be in there. You know, I don't want to have like something different and die of it. Alcohol is really the only substance that you can buy nowadays where you know that it's alcohol, it's that what you're looking for. And let's say if drugs would be legal, you could get what you want, and you would not harm yourself that much than if you take drugs and you don't know what it is. In the end, people who want to take drugs will take drugs anyway, right? So it doesn't matter if it's legal or illegal because it's easy to get anywhere. I just wanted to explain really quick why I care about this topic. And yeah, so you guys voted 17%. Yes, legalize all drugs. 19% no, drugs are bad. 53% legalize only weed. And 11% voted that you don't know that you're less than 16 years old. Thank you that you voted, first of all. Also, thank you guys that you were honest. The reason why I put those 16 years old on is because you might have an opinion, even if you're less than 16 years old. You may say that you don't like drugs or whatever. But if you're less than 16 years old, you don't have that experience where you see how drugs affect people. Well, if you do, then I don't really think that's good for you, and you should maybe, you know, think about stop doing drugs and stuff. But if you're over 16 years old, people start taking drugs, they start drinking. This is why I put those separately. Well, obviously 17% are the least, so the least of you thought that you should legalize all drugs. I'm disappointed by that. It just shows me that most of the people are not really informed that well. I think that only a little amount of people, maybe those 17%, are the people who really are interested in drugs and they inform themselves a lot about drugs, and because of that they voted for that. But you know, it could also just be an opinion. So 9% of you voted that you say that drugs are bad. Obviously, as I said, they are bad. I'm not disagreeing to you, but in the end, it would have less problems if drugs were legal. Now that they are illegal, there are just ton of more problems. If you do alcohol but you hate other drugs, then I can just say bad for you, dude, because alcohol is actually a lot worse than a lot of other drugs out there, and you should maybe inform yourself a little bit about drugs. Otherwise, it can just be an opinion. So I think some of you guys that are in there don't even drink alcohol, and you just think that it's not good to make harm to your body to just stay sober. And I respect that. I do respect that. What I don't think is really acceptable is when people say that drugs should be illegal and then they drink alcohol and, you know, smoke cigarettes and stuff like that, because those two drugs are definitely really, really harmful if you compare them to other drugs that are illegal. I don't want to offend anyone or anything, but it's a fact that drugs are getting more and more on the way to get legal, and that is because more and more people actually start to see that it makes more sense to legalize it. People who are informed usually vote for legalizing drugs because it has a lot more benefits than them being illegal. Alright, then 53% of you guys voted for legalize only weed. So legalize only weed is obviously because a lot of you guys smoke weed, and you know, a lot of kids, a lot of teenagers smoke weed. Basically, I think I actually know more people that smoke weed than I do know that don't smoke weed. I want to say something, like, I don't want to be like a missionary or anything, but weed is actually not that healthy. Like, it's actually not as if weed has not any harm at all, and a lot of people who smoke weed actually believe that, but it is dangerous. It's definitely less dangerous than alcohol and other drugs, but it's, for example, more dangerous than LSD or MDMA. I know that weed is something that all the kids and all the teenagers want to legalize. It's just common to do that. It's like drinking alcohol, which everyone does. Because it gets used that much, people start to forget that it's actually still a drug and it's still harmful. You know, that's also the problem of alcohol, because the only reason alcohol is legal is because so many people do it. In the end, I think it is kind of an opinion thing, but what I can't really accept is that if you drink alcohol, that you say that other drugs are bad, because that's just stupid. If you say that, you're literally not informed that good, or you're just retarded, sorry to say that. Alcohol is the most harmful drug out there, and it's legal, and if you consume alcohol, you have no right to tell other people to not consume their favorite drug. So I accept the people who say no to drugs, just no to all drugs, but then you need to stay consistent and not drink alcohol. Well, I try to open your eyes. If you still think that alcohol is legal because it's less dangerous than other drugs, then, you know, I don't know, then I can't literally just say that you're retarded. Sorry for that. I might lose some subscribers here because in their opinion it's just the way that they think, but it's stupid, it's conservative to just think I learned it like this and I'm not open to new thinkings. Those are studies. Those are literally studies where scientists made the studies that alcohol is the worst drug. I hope that you guys, the guys that voted to no drugs are bad, that they don't drink alcohol, because otherwise this is embarrassing for you guys. This is embarrassing. In the end, it's all kind of a learning process, I guess. My believing is that in about 10 to 20 years, all drugs will be legal. You know, in Portugal, drugs are decriminalized. They have less drug problems, a lot less drug problems. Drugs are getting illegal. Sooner or later, they will be definitely legal, because there is just so many advantages if they're legal. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like. I know this was really different. It was a lot more informative than usually. I almost felt like a teacher. I hope I didn't offend anyone too much. In the end, you guys can't know, like most of the people don't know a lot of things about drugs because they just believe what politics say, and politics obviously want to keep drugs illegal because they make a huge business out of it. With the police, they have a lot of jobs that are behind that. The alcohol company definitely wants other drugs illegal as well, because then people will drink alcohol instead of using other drugs. I didn't mean to attack you guys, it's just that, you know, I somehow need to say what I think, and in the end, this is me, this is who I am, this is my personality, and I hope you're not gonna hate me for that, or if you're gonna hate me for that, okay. I mean, can't be liked by everyone, I guess. But yeah. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. And also a little annotation here. In the description, there is a link where you can get a shout out from me. I know it's not a huge channel, but I want to help other channels to grow, and what you need to do for it is actually nothing. You just click the link, you send me the link of your best video, and obviously I won't do that too often, maybe one every couple of weeks. If I think it's good, then I will shout you out without any returnings from your side. Obviously if you want to, you can return anything, but click on the link if you're a YouTuber and you want a shout out. And guys, I'm out. Peace.